And this is where I'm going to ask everybody for an extra detail to this facility. I'm going to start with Laxton. What is one detail about this facility that you notice? It could be a smell, it could be a feeling, it could be something that's here. Maybe like there is a box of non-expired donuts nearby.
It seems like like when you're in an operating hall, like it's extremely clean.
It is extremely clean. Though I will argue that despite extreme cleanliness, otherwise, you'll find that there is blood on the floor.
Yeah. It's like everything. Like it seems like an operating hall. Like when it's clean, it's super clean, like methodically clean. But there's blood, so it's super out of order.
So it's tidy. Maybe.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Newton, what's the detail about this facility that really stands out to you in your head?
It has very bright lights.
The lights are so bright. It's kind of like when you're in an operating room.
Yeah.
Not very pleasant at all. All right, Bishop.
Bishop notices that there is a security camera in the corner that is blinking and is facing towards us.
It did not move towards you guys, but yes, there's security and it's still on. Atlas, how about you?
There's a strong smell that I cannot identify, which is like artificial.
Yep, artificial scent. It doesn't feel right. It feels almost alien. Okay, everyone, you step out into this facility. The secret facility underneath the facility that you thought there was, but actually it was more secret than ever. There is a hallway that branches off to 3 directions. There's also what looks to be a map directory on the wall.
Bishop walks towards the map directory. What different sections are there?
Doesn't seem like a very large facility. One, the reception area here. There also seems to be a research, security, testing, as well as like a break room.
Breaker. You want to go to the testing facility, guys? What do you think?
Yeah, let's go. But let's walk carefully because there's a lot of blood on the floor, guys, and we don't know whose blood this is.
Be careful in case we don't know what we're dealing with.
One more thing down here. A very large section labeled residencies.
Can we see if it's like splattered blood or if it's like dried blood?
Trail and dried.
Can we see where the blood is being dragged? Are there like blood trails towards one of the sections?
The blood trail is towards the to the elevator. The rest just goes down the hallway.
Maybe we should check the residency first. What do you reckon, guys? See if there's any survivors down here.
Yeah, let's go to the residencies first.
Yeah.
Can you see like a surveillance room on that map, Bishop?
There's a security room, yes.
Okay, maybe we should try to go to the security room first and see if there's any camera coverage of all the other rooms.
Should we split up?
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's not.
Safety in numbers. But if you want to go alone, Bishop, you're more than welcome to.
Whoa!
Scooby-Doo is telling me to split up and search for clues, gang.
Scooby-Doo is just a stupid dog.
Scooby-Doo was an all-time high in 2000s, I'm telling you. But we should definitely get going. I want to go to the security room first. Who's with me?
I'll come with you.
Let's try to make our way over there.
All right, let's not argue. Let's do it.
Okay.
So you walk down. Eventually you hit what looks to be a security room. The security room is completely bare. There's no one inside. But inside there seems to be several television screens, like the CCTVs. There are many DVDs here. You guys aren't used to this because you all like still kind of use VHS because you're a small town in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe can you like slide it into the computer or something?
I don't know. You have to tell me. You're the young one here. You're up to date with this, aren't you, Newton?
Actually, what? They didn't give me an it check.
Oh.
19. You know what DVDs are.
Hey,
Woo. They're like CDs, but that can store video.
hey, let's try to load it up here. See if there's anything weird on it.
The rest of you look in awe as this person like puts these weird what looks to be CDs, which to only play music. It seems like there was like an auto replication thing here. So these CDs, after they fill up, it like cycles out towards to filling out another one. At some point, these stopped recording, and it has these organized in weeks. Such as November 1st to November 7th, then to 8th to 21, etc.
Hey, can you put in the recent one, Duke?
Yeah,
The most recent one is in the last week.
last week. That's pretty new.
Well, when did it say in the journal thing that stuff started to happen here? Something about the 5th of January. Wasn't that when they left with the samples and stuff? Can't you see if you find that on the DVCDH thingy, Newton?
I think we should go for the newest one.
Okay. You're the tech expert here, the tech-savvy one.
Let me load this up.
You load up the last week, and as you look at all of the rooms, there's no change over the last week, but you'll note that the section that says residencies is blacked out. Like, if you click on it, it's just a black screen.
Is it totally empty or do we see like employees running around in high speed?
There's absolutely no one moving around the facility within this last week.
Okay, so this shows nothing. Let's go back to the January one.
The one before it, yeah.
Well, guys, this shows that we cannot look into this room. So maybe they've covered the cameras. So there might be someone in there.
Maybe the feed is cut.
Maybe we can see it in one of the earlier DVDs.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's check the January one, January 5th. I'll load that up.
You find January 5th. You actually see a lot of researchers going in and out. And here, residencies is actually totally a thing. In residencies, you actually see people moving in around January 5th. It what looks to be several families and such. You'd say about 14 people's families, so roughly about 30 people tops. They're actually starting to move into the residency area. It seems to be a series of like hallways with like a bunch of like smaller rooms made to fit like maybe 2 or 3 people inside. It's kind of like box apartments. Small but reasonable. And people are moving in.
Okay, guys, this kind of looks like they might have been moving in with their families. Like they knew what's gonna happen, and they tried to seek shelter.
Do you think they were running from something? I don't know what's going on here.
I think they were preparing for, the end of the world here.
All right then, but where are all these people if they're not here?
They're either dead or they're in the residential area. They got something they don't want us to see,
All right, we should be very careful when we go in there.
Yeah.
Bishop looks around. Is there only DVDs and the CRT screens in this room?
There is what looks to be a locked cabinet.
Bishop looks at Laxton and then looks at the shotgun and then shakes his head. Don't do it.
God damn it.
But, okay, Bishop remembers that Agent Atlas has tools, right? Doesn't she have tools? So I'm looking for, like, lockpicking tools.
Do you have lockpicking tools?
You have some kind of tools, don't you?
Yeah, I have tools in my gear.
You know what? It's ambiguous, so sure. Let's say these can lockpick. All right, here's how this works. You're going to roll your little magic effort to unlock this. You because of tools, I'm gonna give you a +3 to this. So roll magic effort, which is a D8 plus 6. Yeah, no, you're more than fine. With a total of 13, you actually very quickly snap the lock off.
Nice.
Easy.
Inside what looks to be a basic riot gear. There's armor. As well as taser, as well as 2 shotguns.
Wow.
I'm taking the taser. Guys, does anyone else want to have a shotgun?
Bishop pushes the kid in front of him.
I'll take a shotgun here.
The armor will turn your armor into 13. I.e., a monster would have to hit 13 or higher in order to hurt you.
So who wants to wear a full riot gear?
I think Laxton should take it.
I'll take one for the team. I'll take the body armor, thank you. I give you a shotgun, Bishop, but I take half your ammunition.
Bishop pushes the shotgun away and maybe gestures again towards Newton.
Fine, I'll take it. Hang it on my back. So now I have 2 shotguns.
Yeah, you guys got shotguns, riot gear, and a taser.
It's so insane that Laxton is wearing a riot gear and 2 shotguns.
Let's go to the residencies, but
yeah,
can
I'm
we
with you
please
on
not
that.
just shoot people? Don't just shoot people, okay? Shoot aliens, not people.
Shoot anything that comes at us menacingly and want to hurt us. Looks at Bishop.
It doesn't mean anything if I gave you guys armor and riot gear.
I won't mean anything. I'm so glad Bishop surely doesn't have any means of self-protection.
Bishop is afraid of loud sounds. He has his muscles.
Yeah.
Let's go to the residency, people. Let's go. I'll lead the way since I'm basically walking juggernaut now, where I feel like one at least.
You head slowly to the residencies. One thing you know about the pathway to the residencies is not the pathway that is led by the trail of blood. But as you get closer to the residencies, you actually start knowing the lights are blinking around here. You get closer and closer to the residencies, and then as you turn the left corner where the residencies are supposed to be, the hallway, it starts blinking. In the hallway after here, where it was originally immaculate and clean, there are slash marks as pierce holes all over the walls. Where the residencies is, the door, there seems to be what looks to be, how can I say this? Metal imprints sticking out from the door, as if something was trying to pierce it from the inside.
Oh shit. Guns at ready, boys and girls.
The door is otherwise shut. However, there does seem to be a handprint scanner nearby, as well as an ID scanner in case you guys didn't cut off a hand.
Is it a solid door or does it have a window?
It's a solid door.
Okay, guys, stop. Let's not just try to open this door.
Yeah, I think we should let this door be actually, because it seems like something is trying to get out, if anything.
Okay, but we can also knock or ask because maybe there are people alive and maybe there was a fight and they managed to kill that alien.
Yell out and see if we get any response, maybe.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay, let's try a knock. Okay, knock. Worst case, we're gonna wake up the alien.
Why would we knock? Why would we just scream out and see if anybody responds?
We can scream too. Okay, let's scream. You scream louder, please go ahead.
Hello, anybody here? Can anybody hear us?
As you do that, you hear a help! Help! Ah!
Where did that come from?
Inside of the door.
Inside the door. Let's go inside. We have to help.
Oh, you sure? You sure? You 100% sure?
Let's ask if there's anything in there.
Yeah, we should probably ask before just opening the door.
But he said he's needs help.
Hey, are you alone in there, buddy?
Help! Help! It's coming inside! Help!
Oh.
Let's leave it. Let's go to the next door.
Okay. So we have a break room and we have.
Come on, guys. We should try. We should try to help.
Your ID card, Atlas, the one you found.
Yes. Here, take it.
Mom, please help!
Michael takes it and slaps it on the ID scanner. Bam.
You hear beep, 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 and the door is slightly open. It doesn't fully open because of the imprints, so it's only halfway open.
Come here, try to squeeze through.
Maybe take a look for.
The inside is actually particularly dark, and you can't really see anything in there. And you'll note something. The shotguns that were with the riot gear, the riot gear has a flashlight on its shoulder. However, there is also, the shotguns also have flashlights attached to it.
Okay, I will turn on the flashlight on my riot gear and try to see something.
You turn on, and everything is like really dark, but you see a lot of blood stains, a lot of blood splatters. However, you see no bodies.
Is anyone fit enough to actually slide through the door?
It's open enough that everyone can fit in.
I'm screaming. You know, are you still there? Are you still there?
Help! Help!
Come towards the south. Come towards us.
Help! It just does that repeatedly.
Yeah, I'll go in there.
Okay, so we're pushing the kid first.
Wait, you pushed Newton first?
He goes in. He has a moment of chivalry.
We'll turn on the flashlight on the shotgun there, and I'm going in.
Newton, I'm very proud of you. As you enter, you actually stop hearing screaming. You go inside, and you search around with lights. Where do you point the flashlights? Is deeper inside? There's a deep hallway with several doors on either side.
I search down the hall. Hey, are you still there?
Hey, Newton, are you okay?
I don't know. I don't hear the screaming no more.
What about the rest of you?
I'm coming in after Newton.
Yeah, I'm also coming in, and I'm going right next to Newt because I cannot have a teenager in the front.
You go inside, and you don't hear any more screaming anymore. Do any of you go down the hallway?
Yeah, I'll go down the hallway.
And I'll follow closely.
Bishop and Atlas, it is completely dark where you're at. There's no light.
Bishop takes one of his matches and lights it up.
Okay, great. You light up the match. And then you hear the voice again. Help, help. It's not down the hallway.
Oh.
Bishop, as you're around the center of this larger room, you hear above you into the corner a voice saying, help, help.
I look up with my match.
Your match only covers a small area around you. It doesn't actually give you light, and you see next to nothing. However, give me a dexterity check. With a natural 20, you just duck out of the way as something whooshes past your neck and goes behind you. You do not see what happens, but you just barely dodge out of the way as something very fast came at you.
Does it put out the match as well?
It does put out the match, yes.
I scream, holy shit!
Are you okay, Bishop?
I swear to God something came from the ceiling here.
Laxton, you turn around, and as you aim your flashlight to where Bishop is, you see what looks to be a young woman, approximately like 16.
What?
They are right behind Bishop. It looks to be a 16-year-old woman.
Am I in the room too?
You are in the room too. You saw for just a moment, from the match that Bishop had, what looks to be a young woman appear from behind Bishop. However, the match goes out, and the light shines right on her, and she quickly looks all around you all. You see her open her mouth, and she doesn't move her lips, but then you hear almost like a recording playing, help, help.
Oh.
What the fuck?
In an instant, you see the woman's head turn towards the lit hallway, and she books for it.
Okay, I'm grabbing because I just had the taser in my hand. I'm using this taser.
Okay, use taser. It's against a 16.
Wow.
What is it gonna be? Is it dex or?
Dexterity.
Okay, guys.
Holy shit! You actually hit with a 19. Please roll your magic.
That's an 8 plus magic, right?
Yeah. 11. Your taser shocks the woman, and you all see this light up in the very dark room. And it goes like, ah! And it goes, ah! Help! But then, as you shock it, you see its form slowly destabilize, and suddenly it turns into this black mass. It's almost like liquid. Almost as quickly as you shot at it, the rest of its this black form shoots out towards the door and slips right through, escaping into the facility.
Oh.
Well, I told you guys there were shapeshifters.
Guys, that was extremely fucking creepy. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a shapeshifter, Newton? Ah,
I think it is a shapeshifter.
I thought it was a myth.
I told you guys.
Should never went down here. They were keeping something inside. Damn it.
How do we defeat a shapeshifter, Newton?
Well, I think we just kill it like we kill any other thing. Just shoot at it. Maybe burn it and freeze it. Can't really do that down here, though.
What if we try to make it our way to like testing chambers and see if there's any notes? Maybe, I don't know.
You look around, by the way, in these residencies, and several of the doors are open. And despite there being a lot of blood, you see no bodies whatsoever.
This is weird. Do you think I might have eaten the bodies?
Yeah, maybe it absorbed them, and this is why I can turn into a human.
Maybe, yeah.
There's some freaky shit.
Can I get an intelligence check from anybody?
Okay, I can roll an intelligence check.
This one's hard, so it's going to be against 16s. Michael Axon, you succeed. You reason in your head. You think back to all the other creatures that you've dealt with. First off, you dealt with what looked to be a humanoid that froze in the middle of the woods. Second off, something that looked like a spider as it came out from the bar. This one, it looked almost identical to a human woman. And you think to yourself, and you start putting up all the pictures together, it is entirely possible. And you've reasoned it from this idea of shapeshifters and the things that you've seen. What if this thing absorbs the DNA of things it touches?
Oh.
The second thing looked very much like a spider. The first one like a person. And this one, it just looked like a human person. A dread fills your heart. Do you tell the party?
Yeah. I resonate back to what happened, putting pieces together. Listen here, guys. I'll tell you exactly what you told me now.
Are you saying it absorbs the DNA of everything it touches?
It's possible. It's possible.
So it can shapeshift to anything it touches. Wow.
Well, then we're just fucked.
Bishop takes a step back from the rest of the group and looks paranoid. Whoa, guys. Maybe you should put down that shotgun, Laxton.
Okay, guys, I hate to admit it, but if that's true, and it seems to be likely, we do need that safe word or the code word to identify.
Maybe it's too late, Atlas. I don't know.
You're right. Is any one of us behaving weirdly?
You all behave kind of weirdly.
Bishop looks over to Newton in panic and says, the lady we found in the crater, what was her name?
Malika.
Bishop points directly towards Newton and says, he's a shapeshifter!
I think if anyone is being suspicious here, it might be the fella who tried to stop a car with a sandwich, maybe.
Maybe Atlas is right. We should have a safe word among us.
Yes.
That's a good idea in case one of us gets taken out.
But how do you know that it doesn't absorb our memory as well? I would just have to risk it. What should the safe word be, guys? Should we go with a sandwich?
Yeah, let's go for a sandwich.
Yeah, let's do that. Sandwich. Okay, what now? Should we try and find maybe more people who are alive? Or I feel like I want to take a look at it, but if they did experiments, we need to find out what they knew.
Yeah, but be careful. That thing is out there. It can be anything. It can be anyone. We need to stick together.
So are we assuming that everyone in the residential area is dead?
That's safe to assume. If we see any strangers now, I think we shoot on sight. What do you think? Can't take any chances of seeing that thing. Let's go to the research facility. What do you think, Bishop?
Bishop nods. He looks at the exit where the alien just slipped away and then looks at the entrance where we just came from. We also have a break room we could go into.
I can't take a break right now.
Let's go to the research facility and see if they developed anything to counter it, okay?
Okay, guys, let's go then find out what they found out. I mean, it didn't help them to stay alive, apparently. Maybe we will find out something that will help us.
Yeah, maybe we can finish that work.
I like your attitude, Newton. The group starts moving towards the research facility.
The group starts moving towards the research facility. There is tension in the air. Now you realize whatever was inside there is now out. And you're looking all around you. You find yourself a little bit jumpier than usual, looking more carefully around corners than you're used to, looking like there's something over your shoulder at every given point. The paranoia starts seeping into you. It gets difficult. It gets harder. As you finally reach the research facility, you'll note that the pathway you took to follow the research facility was the one that was trailing in blood. And as you get to the door of the research facility, you look and you note that there is a bloody handprint on the wall where the hand scanner was, and the door is completely closed. This door is sealed shut with like high-end metal that you only saw in that you've seen like almost every other like major location here, the research facility, the residencies, and the door is fully shut. You don't hear anything. All you hear is the buzz of the lights above you.
If this is so highly secure, maybe there's something very dangerous in there.
I'm just letting you know that maybe that thing snuck its way out, from that room in the first place.
Well, it looks pretty fucking secure here.
Looks is deceiving or what, Bishop?
Bishop gestures to Atlas. Try to put your hand there. Maybe you have access.
I can try. I don't think so, but because I couldn't even get into. But yeah, I try. I put my hand on it.
You put your hand on the scanner and nothing happens.
Okay. I take out my ID, the ID that I stole from the douchebag earlier, and I put it on the scanner.
And it beeps. Here's the interesting part. As it beeps, you start hearing hissing as it almost like depressurizes. Classic like space sci-fi science tropes. Than anything else, you're like, wow, I guess TV was right about some things. And the door slides open. As you go inside, you'll note that this place does seem to have a decent amount of blood. As you enter, you can see that there is also an access panel behind you that lets you close the door. You close it?
I guess we all go in.
You all go in through the door, and you close it behind you. The pressurizing noises again. As you go inside, you'll note that this research facility has several it's like a major laboratory, which has computers, has what looks to be like testing supplies, high-end machines, things like that, as well as what looks to be a large, well-paneled in how police interrogations kind of have that glass panel kind of situation.
Yeah.
It has like that in one of the rooms, and it says testing facility. The lights are fully on, and you see in the testing facility that there looks to be an egg in the very center. It's cracked fully open, and at the very center there seems to be a black mass at the very bottom, like a thick viscous liquid all along the floor as well as the walls.
Can we see that something has clearly gone out from it?
Yes, absolutely.
Jesus.
Do you know that technology here in this room is perfectly fair? It's open, the computers work, and there are research notes all scattered all about.
Let's go through the notes and see if we find anything interesting.
Yeah. Let me do that. I know this OS.
Yeah, Atlas, I'll let you take this. Give me an int.
Dice tower.
Please don't.
This is literally all you're about. This is your moment.
Yes.
23. You do so well. Congratulations. You go through the research notes and you see there's a lot of dates. As you look at it, you find research notes that describe all the way from early January, having found several indications of black eggs following craters. They're calling them Subject Zero. They found one, and it seems that they brought it back. As they look and observe it, you can slowly start finding things like it says testing notes. It says testing notes. Subject seems to have a propensity and capability to metamorphosize based on its stimulus.
Wow.
Test 1, a dog. Subject seems to have successfully mimicked the shapes and behaviors of the dog. It does not seem to replicate noises, however. Testing subject 2. This one says cat. Subject is capable of replicating and forming similarly to a cat. Subject 3, testing for sound. And then it says it puts in another dog, and it places the dog in a protective container. After 3 hours of the dog making noises, the subject does not seem to be able to replicate it. However, upon release and feeding of it, it seems it was able to mimic the sounds it made. Subject 4. Lion. It seems to be capable of absorbing and mimicking other creatures. However, it seems the mass has gotten bigger, and you can keep seeing notes like this.
Okay, guys, it looks like they did thorough testing on these aliens. So they had them for a couple days even, and they did a lot of research with it. They realized, as we did, that they seem to be shapeshifters, and they were testing with the sound. So basically, nothing new here other than they have been experimenting on these.
Find anything about weaknesses, potential weaknesses in those notes?
Well, it seems to be that they can replicate what they hear, but they can copy the sounds they hear, but they cannot make like new sounds, at least.
Okay, so having a safe word then is definitely something we need.
Should I keep reading, you guys, or what do you say?
Are there any like entrances to this test chamber, or is it like bulletproof for glass?
No, there absolutely is an entrance to the testing chamber. It's another heavy metal door.
Bishop goes towards the door that goes towards the egg.
It has yet again a panel for access.
Bishop, please don't just go in. Let's read more, because I don't know. We don't want maybe another one of those escaping.
Bishop waits.
Okay, thank you.
You read more of the notes, and it seems to add a couple more details. 1. Subject seems to have increased in aggression when in contact with more aggressive animals. When feeding more lions, it seems to get angrier and more aggressive and more predatory. Weaknesses so far shown to be effective. Cold seems to cause it to move still. Heat seems to cause it to expand. A slow heat is capable of causing the liquid to expand like slowly over time. Rapid heat seems to cause it to burst. Electricity seems to cause it to stabilize just a little bit. In particular, it does show several chemical reactions with various properties, and then it just lists like a bunch of like various chemicals, and just like this isn't not particularly helpful because we're gonna find ethyl propanol, right? Guns, it seems to take ballistics a little bit, but not very effectively. The guns don't seem particularly effective, but they do stop it for a little bit, as the heat from the bullet seems to, it kind of like does that little like rapid expansion thing, so it causes like parts of its body to burst, but it's not super effective. The main takeaway here is it does seem to get more aggressive when dealing with more predatory creatures, and the mass seems to have grown quite a bit.
The bishop slides over from the door into the window and peeks in. Can he see like any other exits?
Does seem like there is a
Don't see vent.
there is a space above inside of the testing chamber that seems to have like some kind of door, like a trap door from above.
Oh, okay. Is it open or is it locked?
It's locked. Coincidentally, there's a red button nearby you. Would you like to press it?
Bishop finds a red button and says to group, "Guys, I found a red button here." Bishop tries to see if there is like any labels or anything around the button.
Bishop, step away from that button. You don't have great experience with red buttons.
The red button says engage testing or engage subject.
Okay, I tell that to the group.
Engage subject. Does that mean you're getting inside?
Or they are flamethrowers that will burn the test subject.
You should definitely press it. You try giving it a push there.
Okay, Bishop slams his hand. He just pushes it.
You hear a hissing noise, and you see the panel above, like the trapdoor, slowly slide open. However, as it slides open and you see the black mass below and on the walls, it starts wriggling.
Oh god.
And you see it coalesces together, and then it takes the form of what looks to be a lion, and then octopus, and then a very, very, very large dog. And then over time, as it like shifts some forms, you see it turn into a spider, and it rapidly goes up the walls and towards it.
Towards the
Hatch.
Press it again, buddy. Quickly.
Press it now!
5, 4.
Press it! Okay, I'm
3,
running over and I'm pressing this
2.
button.
Okay, you press the button just as thing closes. Do you see it sticks some of its legs inside? But then as the thing closes fairly quickly, it makes a little screech in pain as like 2 of its legs get like cut off, and then the rest of it falls to the ground and turns back into the black mass.
I'm also giving Bishop like a shove and saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Give him a break, you know. He has a rough past, you know.
Newton also did say push the button.
Yeah, you know.
You can't put it all on Bishop here.
It's weird that the goo just shapeshift into a spider as soon as I press the button, right? And then try to crawl out.
Okay, guys, that was pretty scary. So I think the safest way to destroy these is either explosion or whatever this chamber is doing here. It's cooling them down, right?
It's just an examination room. They basically trapped it inside.
That's a fair assessment. There's no stimulus in here.
What does it mean? There is no stimulus.
It means that there's nothing here that I can engage with, and you can reasonably think that boredom is a very human thing. So if there's nothing it can react to, it doesn't do anything.
It's like isolation chamber with a two-way mirror and a red button to let it out whenever you feel like it.
A test chamber like this needs to have a failsafe, right? Something that could exterminate the test subject at any point of time.
Do you think there's an armory here, maybe? Perhaps flamethrowers or something like that? Something crazy, something from like straight out of the Matrix?
Well, hopefully. The thing is, when they built this or when they started using it, they didn't yet know that they will need some explosives to kill this creature, I guess.
Let me look through the computer here. Duke is typing away at the computer there.
cd ... command execute all the commands.
There is one more thing on the computers. Newton, one thing you find going through the computers, you find what looks to be a map. The map has a lot of dots all over it.
Oh, guys, there seems to be a map on here with a lot of dots on it. What do you think that could mean?
It seems to identify primarily the state that you're in, or saying you're in Oregon.
Do you think this is other research facilities?
Or places where eggs are lying.
Yeah, I think it's where there were craters, maybe.
Yeah, there's a label. Estimated other sites. Total 117 in this state alone. You all just uncover this map of this nearby area, and it locates about 100 or so-ish things that fell from the sky. And I think you understand the context enough of what that could possibly mean.
Yes.
You start...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was having a little bit of a dramatic pause.
I'm sorry.
Great. Amazing. Amazing.
Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a little bit of a dramatic pause. It's okay. It's all good. All right. So, knowing that, what do you do? Or what are you feeling?
Pretty overwhelmed with the whole map there. Like, if we think that is what it is, then we really need to get back and boost up the defenses of town.
I feel quite hopeless because there are so many locations and we just saw maybe a glimpse of what this creature can do. So yeah, I'm thinking about screaming people and no way to properly communicate.
It comes to mind that this place was kind of designed for people to be here, in a way, if you think about it. This facility was designed for people to inhabit. However, there's still a creature wandering about. There is an entire residential section. But as this happens, you hear a phone nearby ringing, like in this room. Ring, bring, bring.
Bishop looks at the source of the sound. Can we see it?
Yes, there's a phone inside this room. It's nearby.
Okay.
It's like further down their desk.
Who could be calling at this time?
Bishop looks over to Laxton and says, "Will you pick it up?"
Yes, I'll pick it up.
All right, you pick it up, and you hear voice on the end, and then, hello?
Hello, this is Michael Laxton. How can I help you? It's important to be very polite.
I don't think that's an authorized... We haven't had any reports from you in quite some time. And who's Michael Laxton? I don't believe that's an authorized name. Hello, who are you?
That's classified information. Over.
And then you hear like this woman move away from them at the phone and just start talking to people nearby.
While this is happening, Bishop points towards the ID card Atlas took from this dead person, and he points at the name on that ID card.
Make up a name. I didn't have one.
Oh, wow. Vladimir Skrakov.
Vladimir Skrakov? A U.S. facility? A U.S. facility in, like, just after the Cold War? Yeah,
I think maybe you read it upside down there. I think it says John Jackson.
Yeah.
You what? Yeah.
You read it upside down.
Lead you anywhere. I'm just like narratively, because this is in the 2000s. I'm like, that's pretty fucking close. That's maybe not the best. Sneaky. Love you, man. All right, that's. All right. That seems to check out. Yeah, we haven't heard anything from you in a while. It's Lydia Bright. We're at Q708. So here's the thing: we haven't gotten any of your research data, and you're kind of the leading manner in which we were going to receive that. We were hoping that could you fax it over?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do that. Confirmado.
We're gonna fax it over, and also get me how is everyone looking over there?
Some have been compromised, but some of us are good.
All right.
How's things looking over there in Q7?
It's going well. The food production facility is fine. All the people are here. We have plenty. We're pretty much ready down to bunker. We're pretty much ready to bunker. Like, what else are we gonna do?
That's bad news.
Yeah.
This the map has been lighting up like a Christmas candle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have access to that one.
Yeah, okay.
It looks awful. Hopefully, we'll all be able to bunker here and, I don't know, survive until the next winter is the idea. Thank God that this place can hold up to 180 people. Looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
What was the coordinates again?
Or that's a fax. Use the phone number.
Damn it. Laxton looks over to Bishop. Fax this.
Remember, we're Q708.
Roger that.
You can find all the information in the associated book. All right, I'm gonna go. You keep doing what you're doing. I guess. Man, they're kind of weird.
Roger that.
Okay, right. It clicks.
Hi, the person hang up. We need to fax this thing to Q708 right now.
Who was that?
Yeah, exactly. Who was it?
I didn't get any names.
Why didn't you tell them that everyone here is dead?
Because if I told that everybody was dead, that person would have hung up because that person would think it would be compromised.
Okay.
Got some information though, they're in a bunker. It has a capacity of 180 people.
And this Q78, was that the document we're going to send or the number we're going to send it to?
The number I gotta send it to.
Okay.
What are we supposed to send?
Send something.
Bishop looks over to Atlas and says, do you have any idea what kind of document you would like?
Well, they probably want to have the results on the experiments, I'm guessing, and I'm guessing the ID that he was talking about was either a number of the facility or maybe definitely something we could find out on the PC. We should go back to the PC and check that number.
What if we took our A4 and wrote send help and fax that over?
We can just call them. I mean, I'm not sure why we didn't talk to the people.
Sorry, but this phone doesn't have one of those displays that shows the number that is calling.
Does it have a redial button?
Yeah.
There is a redial button.
All right. So how about we get more info and then we decide if we call them back. The thing is, they want info, but the last data on the PC was 1 week ago. So if they actually want that, they didn't talk to this facility in over a week.
Can I call them back real quick?
Go for it.
Going over to the phone. I'm pressing. Okay, this is the redial button. Beep.
Bring. Hello?
Hello. This is Dwight, Alberta.
Dwight, Alberta? Oh yeah, we just called. What's up? Is there any problems?
You just talked to one of the aliens. One of the creatures.
Sorry,
it has been let loose.
I'm sorry, how do you have access to a phone literally not even a minute after an alien called you?
It ran out. It took John Jackson.
Why aren't you helping
We
them?
need help. Everyone is dead.
Whoa.
But wait,
Whoa.
not everyone, but please, we've been...
Sorry, we're not able to provide assistance from here. Oh shit.
A lot
shit.
of
You hear start like panicking a little bit. Oh shit.
Please.
Oh shit. That's not. Oh
Please
god.
concentrate. A lot of the scientists have been sent to a nearby town called Millennium Hills.
Peak.
There's a lot of scientists over there. You could send help to them. We could still research it, but this facility is done.
I'm sorry. She's like checking a map. I'm telling you, that's not a secure location.
That's the only place they knew to go to.
A
Please.
town like several miles away?
Yeah, please. This city is over. This was the closest town.
Look,
We're in desperate need of help. If we want to win versus these guys, these scientists needs to be recovered. They know everything.
They could come over here, and there's another secure bunker here, but we can fit 20 people at most. How many scientists are displaced?
About 30.
We have 20.
Oh, we're gonna have to make some hard decisions then.
How many aliens have been experimenting on over there? How many are loose?
At least 2.
All right. Honestly, and I mean this to the best. Good luck with that. Your location can hold up to 180 people. So you get rid of those aliens. We can't help you because we'll be coming at risk soon. The temperature's already rapidly going up, and I can't assure any help from my men from where we are.
Can you fax your location to us?
It's all in the communication book.
Okay.
Okay. Click.
Jesus.
We're kind of fucked here, guys.
What do you mean?
Well, they say they have a bunker they can spare up to 20 more spots in. But that's not enough to save the whole town, you know.
Okay, guys. I mean, what we could try and do is kill those aliens and get people inside this facility, right?
It's an option.
Yeah, the rest of the town might see that, though. The Beetle Boys might come barging in.
It's true.
It might be kind of inhumane, but we could kill the people at the bunker. Take it for the town.
But we don't even know if there are any aliens there. We don't even know where they are.
We could find their location in a security book, research book.
Yeah, can I get an intelligence check?
Yeah.
No, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
You're easily able to find a very large book of information of nearby facilities.
Okay, let's see here. It looks like they're
They're a couple miles away. Well, more than that.
they're a few miles away. So what do you think, guys?
I do not want to go to the facility to kill these people. Can we agree to not? Can we just agree to not do that? Thank you.
Yeah.
What
it was
sounds
just,
more sane to you? Kill one alien and get this bunker, or kill 180 people? for theirs? Bishop, what do you think about all this?
This is like an insane situation.
It is an insane situation. That's what that you are dealing with an alien that you're currently locked up with.
Okay, guys. So, are we going to assume that the outside world is overrun by aliens, and that's why we are seeking shelter?
Not yet. With the eggs and location markers on your map, you note there's hundreds just nearby you.
Oh God. Okay. Bishop, in frustration, clears the desk, like a movie scene, clears the desk of all books and yells, "There has to be a way where we can kill all the aliens at the same time and save everyone."
That would be lovely, but I can't think of anything.
Bishop looks over to Laxton.
Oh, you don't look at me, buddy. This is not a Hollywood movie. I have no answers for you, my friend.
Now, Laxton, how would you go about getting rid of a lot of rats?
I would poison their number one food source. And that food source also happened to be us.
Yeah.
As a GM, I agree with him. That sounds like a great idea. Poison all the humans.
Well, what we could do, this might be a bit horrible, is either we sacrifice one of us, or we find a random and use as bait to spread the poison.
But we would just kill one out of hundreds of aliens.
We don't even know what their weakness is. It's fire, heat, and cold. I don't know how we would poison a human with that. We're kind of in a rough predicament here.
Yeah. Okay. Bishop looks over to Agent Atlas, says, "Do you think the alien we just saw here is the Queen?"
No. I mean, it's extremely unlikely that this is any special kind of individual.
Do you think so? Because it is in a research facility, right? So someone must have captured it for some specific reason.
Okay, but it could also be that someone just found an egg and brought it here and then it hatched, just like the one we found.
There has to be something more else to this. Bishop shakes his head.
You think they were working on any counter methods here? Like maybe some weaponry?
Yeah, I mean, they tried to find out what their weaknesses are, right? But one of them must have escaped, and we're not sure how, because we only found out that, well, one of them somehow escaped, killed everyone.
You gotta think small and try to save us and the town. I think we can't go saving the whole world right now. That's too big. Okay, so, but how do we deal with the alien here right now? We know it's weak to fire and cold, heat and cold.
But should we try to purge this alien then and make this facility ours?
Yes, please, for sure. I think we should totally. We should either go and get help and do this together with the others, or we should try and fight it alone. Yeah, and then come back and at least get as many people in here as possible.
I read some books about this war that happened a little while ago. It was called the Vietnam War, and in that they used there was a lot of plants, so they used flamethrowers to burn it all down. Does any one of you know how to build one of those?
Build a flamethrower?
Or maybe if Michael could make like a bootleg, flame shooter.
Yeah, but we're gonna need more than a hairspray and a matchstick this time around. We need I would almost say something like gasoline and oil,
I've been Googling so many homemade flamethrowers in like the last minute. Kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that this is actually very doable. It's actually insane. It's propane. It's a propane tank or like gas tank, a little like a flame in front of it. It's not impossible actually.
You just need like a highly flammable gas or liquid or something that you spray onto a flame source, and then you have flamethrower.
Okay, guys, I feel like if we really prepare, we can take it out. We can take it down.
Could there in a kitchen? Do you think there would be any like propane in there?
Oh, most likely, yeah.